The box states that this is a computer-controlled fluorescent display. And you can see here, you can turn the device on and off and you can select your game, either blackjack or gin rummy. And I'm going to show both games here in a moment. There is an AC adapter in the back in case you can't get the batteries working. I was unable to get that working even with the correct voltage for some reason. This is the box the unit came with. It states that it has electronic sound effects, a 4K chip, which I'm not sure what that means anymore. And then so sort of the rules for gin rummy and for blackjack right here. The computer is the dealer. A full 52 card deck, automatic shuffle, automatic deal, 10 cards for the player, 10 cards for the dealer, plus a discard. Arrange your own hand, automatic scoring counts points, gin, and boxes. Authentic gin, including knock 10 or under, gin, and layoff. And then for blackjack, the rules are the details here are the computer shuffles and deals, a full 52 card deck. Dealer hits on 16, stays on 17. Authentic Vegas rules including splitting, double down, and 5 and under betting. And of course, it uses 4 AA batteries. And I really like this box, how it has this little fold out right here in the back. All of the realism of 2 of the world's most popular card games accomplished by computer-age solid-state electronics. 2 games in 1. The computer is the dealer and the action is fast. For gin, the dealer shuffles the cards, deals 10 to you and 10 for him. Then automatically turns up the draw card. The player arranges his hand and plays true gin rummy, including knock 10 and under and layoffs. It's gin with authentic scoring. For blackjack, dealer shuffles and deals real 21 blackjack with Vegas rules. The dealer must hit 16, stay on 17, includes betting, splitting, double down, and 5 and under. That the built-in jack adapter only accepts an Entex number 6025, which I don't have, and my universal adapter, it fits that, but it just did not work. And here it touts the fluorescent card display right here, how you turn the unit on and off, and then the button layout here. Deal is DL, double for DB for double, knock, split for blackjack. So the letters that are on top, are for gin rummy, and the letters that are on bottom are for blackjack. So draw for gin rummy, HT is hit for blackjack, clear entry just like on calculators, change for gin rummy or stand for blackjack. You have gin display, so when you hit DS it displays your cards. Bet for blackjack, meld for gin rummy, go for blackjack, and then total, and that's for blackjack. So you really do glean a lot of information. It came with a beautiful catalog. I've never seen this catalog before because I don't do a lot of toy type reviews, but there's a lot of really neat Entex toys in here, front and back. A lot of these I had never really even seen before. Like I never seen that motorcycle, the van, the Mac mini computer. Pretty neat. So let's take a look at the game. Alright, so let's start off with blackjack. And what I'm going to do is hit deal. And you can see it shuffles the deck, and now it's showing 2 hands. The dealer's listed here on with the side where it's marked dealer. Both hands are face down. And here's where you can bet. So I'm going to hit BT for bet. I'm going to bet 100. And I'm going to hit go. So now I have ace 9. And he has queen 8, so I'm going to stand. So he lost that hand, so I'm gonna go, okay, let's do this again. I'm gonna bet, or let's deal again, and then I'm gonna bet another 100. Bet 100. Go. Now I have 12. Dealer has 19, so I'm gonna hit. Okay, I busted. Oh, dealer had. Oh, I couldn't tell what dealer had. It was face down. He only had 11. I messed that hand up. So let's hit deal. Let's try it. Oh, and I didn't show you can hit total here to show what your total is. So I've won 100, lost 100. I'm gonna bet 200 now. So bet 200, deal, go. So now I have 19 showing. And dealer showing 12. I'm going to stand. He has face down and a 2. He has ace, 2, queen, 5. Woo! So you can see right now I'm up 200 by hitting the T for total. I'm going to hit deal. Play one more hand. I'll bet 500. I'll go for it right here. And hit go. Okay, now I'm showing 5, 7, just 12. The dealer has jack showing. I'm going to hit. Ooh. 18. So I'm going to stand. Oh, queen jack. So he got me on the last hand. So that, and you notice the sound effects. It's kind of cool. It has little sound effects. I really think this is a neat game. I've been addicted to it, but not so much in the blackjack side. And I didn't show the features where you can double down, but I play it more on the gin side. So you flip it to off, flip to gin, and hit deal. So here the dealer is dealing you 10 cards. He's dealing himself 10 cards, and there's 1 card showing, but you have to show your hand, the DS up here, and that shows your hand. And the idea, I guess, I'm not an expert on gin. I never really played Gin Rummy until I was looking into playing this, so you have to forgive me if I don't get everything straight. But you try to make runs, and you can arrange. When you have like 3 cards like of the same suit, like 2, 3, 4, you can meld those and they'll come out of your hand. In this case, and you also want to get rid of the low cards if you can. That was a blunder. I meant to say you want to get rid of your high cards. And so in this case, on the far right, that's the card that's not in your hand. The rest of the cards are in your hand. If I wanted to move cards around, for example, like if I wanted to switch 7 and 8, I can select any of the cards by the little number on the top here. So there's a 7 and a 6 right here. So if I hit 7, it flashes, and then 6. And then if I hit change, it reverses the card. So that's how you can sort of arrange your hand. And in this example, I think I'm just going to get rid of the jack. It's kind of a high card, and I'm going to take the queen that's over there. So I'm going to hit number 10, which is bottom left, and hit change. So that shows the round number, and it's going to show your hand again, and now I'll have the 3 queens in my hand. So here I have 10, 9, 8. I'm going to go 10, 9, 8. So I'm selecting all 3 of them, knock, and then meld. I don't know why you have to knock before you meld, but it won't let me. I've tried to do it without knocking. It doesn't let you, so it's probably a rule in Gin Rummy, at least on this device. So now those 3 cards exit my hand. You want to keep your hand as low as you can. We have 2. I have 2 2s. I have 4, 5, 6, but they're not the same suit. They're 4 and 5 are the same suit, so I could try to go for a card in the same suit. But usually that's not how I play. We also have 7, 8, and a 9, but they're not all in the same suit. So I'm going to eliminate the 8, which is by hitting 7. And you can also right here, before you eliminate, you can hit clear. Like if you make a mistake, you hit clear, and it throws you back to where you were. Now, if you don't like the 9 that's showing on the right, you can draw from the deck, and it shows a 7, so that 7 is 7 of clubs. It might be hard to see, but the suits are shown really tiny, either above or below. You can see the suit of the card. So I'm gonna get rid of the 8, like I was saying, and hit change. And display the cards. So I got dealt another 8, or an 8's showing. I have 2 7s. So I don't know. I was thinking about going for 3 7s. So I'm gonna get rid of the 6 over there. But let me make sure if they're same suit. So I'm gonna go with the 6, which is card 1. I also can draw another card if I want. Let's draw it. So that would give me 2 6s if I want. Usually, if you don't want to do anything, you just hit change. You don't draw anything. And now we're on round 3. Usually by this time, the computer beats me. It's not inevitable. I mean, it's almost inevitable that he beats me. So now we have a 10, even though it looks like a 0, it's a 10 showing. I don't want that card. I'm gonna hit draw. Now it's even worse, it's a king. And I'm gonna hit change. Go to round 4. Now a jack's showing. I don't want that card, I'm gonna hit draw. Got an ace. Ace, I believe, is low in Gin Rummy. I could swap it for like a 6. Let's do that. So we'll go 1, change, round 5. Show my hand. Showing a 6, and I'm gonna hit draw. 4. I could take the 4, swap out the 5, so that's what I'm gonna do. 4, oops. The 3, select the 4 card. Actually, I want to keep the 4 card. Let's get rid of that 8. Oh no. Don't want to get rid of a 2. Yeah, let's get rid of the 5, not the 4, and hit change. Now we have a jack showing. I don't want the jack, I'm going to draw. Got a 2, so that will give me 3 2s. So I can swap out, I will swap the ace out this time by hitting 1 and change. Now if the computer doesn't beat me, I'll have a chance to meld these. Oh, look at it. So the computer has drawn Gin Rummy, I guess. 3 3s, 3 8s, 2 aces, 2 4s, and 7. It still gives you a chance here. So I believe I can have one last play to try to get the low hand, and that's who wins in Gin Rummy. So I'm going to pick 1, 2, 5, knock, meld, and see. We'll see if that's enough. Oops. Oh, dealer got 12. Anyway, that's how I play the game. I know it's probably not the best way to play. I don't know all the rules exactly for Gin Rummy, but that's how I learned, and I've found this game to be quite challenging, perhaps because maybe I don't play it right, but regardless, I find it entertaining. And I have been on the plus side a couple of times, and this game is addictive. It's fun, you know. It's a little slow though, the dealing. And I know in Gin Rummy, if you're playing cards, it's a lot quicker. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed. I don't know, it might be difficult to see, but I took some aluminum and twisted it back because I snapped off the connector right there where the battery makes contact. I put a piece of aluminum in between the batteries there because once it snapped off, it didn't have the spring, and it's on both sides. So here and here, there's a little piece of aluminum that I threw back because it was so corroded when I tried to bend it back, it snapped right off. And there's probably a better solution, but this did work. So, and then right here on the back of the device, the instructions are really tiny, so what I ended up doing was taking a picture on my phone and zooming in to be able to read them. That's where I got the aluminum for to place into here. Just used a pair of pliers, needle nose, and some gloves so I didn't cut myself, and formed it into place.